Hey, welcome to the channel. I am musically malnourished. You're on my journey to go deep and wide in discovering new music and artists. We are wrapping up the 2013 album from 21 Pilots called Vessel. The final track, track number 12, Truce, comes in at only 2 minutes and 22 seconds. There is one other track on the album, and that is House of Gold. That's 2 minutes and 43 seconds. But Truce comes in as the winner for the shortest track on the album. And I am sorry, but I could not help myself but do this in an announcer voice. Coming in at a whopping 2 minutes and 22 seconds, closing out our 2013 track from 21 Pilots. Welcome to the stage, Truce! All right, we're going to give it a listen. We'll talk about it on the other side.
Now the night is coming to an end.
Any track Tyler flexes his vocals, I'm okay with.
We'll rise and we will try again. Stay alive for me.
That's beautiful, man. He really ministers to the people that listen to him.
But now your life is free. Take pride in what is sure to die. I will fear the night again. I hope I'm not my only friend. Stay alive for me. You will die, but now your life is free. Take pride in what is sure to die.
I love when he just plays the piano. You know, if I didn't know the track was as short as it is, I definitely could have expected a final keystroke. We're coming to the end of the... Yeah, that's where it could have gone. Okay, man, interesting lyrics there. I really am curious what he's getting at. Truce serves as a beautiful ending to 21 Pilots' third album, Vessel, becoming the culmination of its entire narrative. It serves as a hopeful message to its listeners by encouraging them that life goes on. The curing process for the problems we face will involve killing parts of our mind. That's the part I was curious about and want to look at on the lyrics. And we must be rigorous. But Tyler assures us that we'll make it through. Tyler has spoken about this song being a tribute to those of which who dig into the album and really analyze the whole thing. He knew when he wrote it that all the lyrics would come naturally to the listener, given that they had followed the album's narrative up until that point. I think of taking that inevitable fact that we're going to die and realizing I have a body, I have a life, I have a voice. It's kind of a vessel that really kind of holds something. A vessel, I think of maybe a ship or a container, and the vessel's not that important. My body's not that important. My voice isn't that important. The songs aren't that important. My life isn't really that important. But the important thing is what's inside that vessel. Right now I have a message. I have something to say. What I'm saying is the important thing inside of that vessel. And I thought it would be cool to name an album Vessel because even inside that packaging, behind that cover, there's a message. And thanks for listening to that message. And I hope that in some way it inspires you and encourages, because if it does, then everything will have been worth it for me. That's beautiful. Tyler also says it's just me and the piano. The producer I was working with, Greg Wells, and I were talking about the tone of this piano and what we wanted it to sound like. The way he described it was a piano playing in a theater that was behind several thick curtains. I think we accomplished that. That's really interesting, to kind of get that granular and figure out, the exact tone that you want it to have. The distant piano with the vocals that are right in your face. It's a very vulnerable song. You have to listen to the words. There's nothing else to distract you. I 100% felt that from it. And the words are very much concluding the album. This is what we've done. This is what I've tried to say. And in summary, this is why we're doing what we're doing. This is why I write music. This song right here. Man. Oh, awesome. I will 100% be getting into all the music videos from this album. With the music videos moving forward, when they start to cross into the lore, I think what I've decided to do is wait until I get through the library of music, and then I'm going to go back and watch all of the lore videos in their order and just kind of get a lore dump through the videos. That's the way somebody had recommended I do it, and I think that's the way I want to do it. I'll watch other videos that aren't lore related. And I know the ones, at least from my understanding in Vessel, haven't quite moved on to that storytelling part for them. So now the night is coming to an end. The sun will rise. We will try again. So the ending of a day, we'll try for a new day. I love this. Stay alive for me. He's telling them like, hey, you better be there in the morning, which is what I was saying. Like, it's such a personal call, a personal cry, whether it's coming from Tyler or it's the plea ultimately from other people in a person's life that's suffering. It's this, not to kill the word personification because we used it in the last video and it may not be the best word, but just putting that onto other people, that the cry is stay alive for me. Now I was curious, you will die, but now your life is free. Take pride in what is sure to die. Now this, you will die, at least I would assume he's speaking about like one day we will pass away, one day we will shed this earthly vessel. But now your life is free. And I wonder if he's connecting this to like the day in which you do actually die, you are free from the vessel. And if it's taking pride in what is sure to die, I wonder if it's a call to care for yourself. Like you will pass away one day and you will be free, but take pride in this thing that is not yet dead. I don't know. Let's see if the annotations give us any insight. Eventually you will die, but for now you can worry about other things. Since you're past your depression and the toughest times are done, there will be more trials, but this one is over. From a viewpoint that examines the album as a whole, this is where Tyler realizes you should take pride in yourself and in your life, as you know for certain one day you will die. So take pride in what you have now, essentially live in the moment. Okay, that resonates with me. That's what I was saying. Parts of you will have to die in order for you to ultimately survive. You will be free from the bounds of your mind. Because it does too, there is that idea that's like, speaking to, there are the things that we have to put to death in ourselves. We try to put fear to death. We try to put anxiety to death. Try to put selfishness to death. But I don't know. So that was one thing that I was thinking about as far as taking pride in what is sure to die. But that doesn't fully flow for me, even though the concept is true and makes sense. If you get out, you're a survivor. We are all going to die, that's a given, but at least die knowing you lived a life of freedom, where you weren't tied down by the restraints of mental illness. Interesting. Stay alive to probably wish your death. I will fear the night again. I hope I'm not my only friend, which I feel like speaks to one of the recurring things within the album and within Tyler speaking is that we have to show up each day, right? We have to re-engage in a battle. And you don't, man, it's very rare. I would say this even with a person with addiction, like you have put an addiction to death, or you have put selfishness to death, or you have put anger, like overcoming anger. I'm not talking about just righteous, good anger. It's righteous anger that drives a person to open an orphanage because they're tired of orphans being overlooked or mistreated, or they feel this righteous passion and anger to solve a problem. So I'm talking about like hurtful, destructive anger. So you put those things to death, but it is not like they'll never come back. They are like zombies, right? They will try to bust through the earth, climb their way back up, and re-control your life. And so in that same sense, it's like, yeah, you probably will fear the night again. Or even if you want to broaden that into the night being like dark night of the soul type thing, not just a single night, but like you will move into a space in life that is dark, cold, difficult, lonely, and so there will be a time again, that those things will try to resurface in our lives. And then he says, I hope I'm not my only friend. So I'm assuming like when he goes through that, he hopes he's not alone. Okay, I like this thought too. He hopes he's not the only person who's experienced these feelings, like just knowing, and that is with friend, like knowing that somebody's there or that somebody's gone through the same thing. Yeah, this in short, he's acknowledging he hasn't been cured yet. The war against himself hasn't yet been won. All right. Well, there we have it. That wraps up Vessel, which means, hold on, let me check. Are we into Blurry Face next, or is that way on? Yep. That's where we're heading next. Blurry Face, which I know a lot of people have loved. Really cool art. On the album here, I'd be curious to look into the booklet, so I'll open this up soon. I do love that every CD or I've been ordering is like cracked. They're all cracked. Nobody cares anymore. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me on this journey. And I hope to see you in the next one, because we're eating good.